first and 10 from the 47. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Drop play, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Here's ETN on first down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the Packers' 29-yard
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Lamar out of the pistol. It's on target to Williams. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yeah, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you'll have to win the game.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumps early looking to block that kick. So they'll decline this and take the results. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Give left side to James. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Third and long, they're going to throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
ETN gets it on the draw. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On first down, Jackson hits him on the out route. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. This one to Williams out left side. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Stays upright. Chased out to his right. Oh, there's another one to Williams. They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Now run, James. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Throwing from the gun.
First down, Packers.
Brought in right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Running with James. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there could be more interceptions.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jack Fox on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar now from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to give him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He rolls to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we would call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to early efforts.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for the Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. 2nd down, Etienne gets it again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down. Here's Lamar. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Back now, pressure coming. To his back it goes, Jordan James. The sideline past the 40, and he's finally brought down up at the 48. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 40, and the Packers first down.
There's a give inside to James. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. to throw now. Pass is pulled in by James. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
He's going to throw this one. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 72.
He's going to throw it. All in left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
There's no question, Kate, the big play is down the seam or big tight ends at Bane's favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70 Lions.
From the red zone on 1st. This time not able to get it to him. He's got a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19.
Here's James running right. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
Hawk, 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ballgame.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want to in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, this is Baker. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've set it down from 37.
First down. First and 10 at the
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Play action now with Jackson. Rolling out to his left. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Hey, middle.
Jackson's going to throw again. Brought in close to the 8. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Ravens piling it on, going into halftime. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, this is Baker. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that outlet.
Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Report.
They go right back to Etienne. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
About 6. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They go play fake with Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running this with James. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open and tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Catch made left side by Laporta. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. They can take time.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Laporta with the grab. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it cheap him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And Jackson slides in safely after picking up enough of that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Lamar. Here comes the screen for Etienne. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Packers going with a dime set to get this third down stop. Lamar off to play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going toward himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Fielded at the 11. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing from the gun. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the fourth. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking in the air here. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Working quickly here.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
They run. It's James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pass is pulled in by James. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
19 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
To pass on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. I to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban,
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught out right by Golden. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Packers first down. A gain of 14. And the Packer first down.
They'll work against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Hawk 70.
Desperation time here. Finds a man right side. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Carry here for James. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's, as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Offense to the line fast.
It's 2nd down and
The Packers take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here. Throw is caught.
the pass. Complete to Matthew Golden. A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Touchdown to bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Pass play coming here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. T. Higgins, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Packers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Play action now with Jackson. Buying some time left. On the run. That's caught at the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down to the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They'll run, Etienne. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens likely locked up the win right there. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
35. Packers 14.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll kick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Look at my team.
Now throw to start the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Packers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it. It's going in the hole. But you never want to leave it short.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. 4th down, pass coming. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Result of the play.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They're going to pass it here. He's going to push one deep. It is caught at the 20. He's going to have this one down to the 20. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Ready, go!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Trying to push deep downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, we got to switch it up. Tag! 60 evil. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Ready? 60 bison.
They'll throw for it. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys. Check out.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, and check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Again to throw on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
On the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
Packers, 1st down. First and goal.
He's going to throw it again. He scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. T. Higgins, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
His kick is
That
good.
one splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And the Packers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no dice on this kick, the Ravens recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The kick is good. Makes the score.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it was a game for